First and foremost, welcome to the experience. I'm your host, Stephen the Dream, and this is This, That, and the Third interview series. I want to give a huge shout out to Creative Eye Visuals, TZ LaFleur, TZ Da Vinci behind the scenes, behind the camera. Got a very special guest in the building with me today. She comes from a lineage of talent already, as I can hear. She got the singing honest, I will say. Shout out to moms, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing as well. But she's stepping out her own lane. She's got a very powerful voice. Young, I'm sure she's gonna have to learn a lot of what she's doing, but I think she's got a good team surrounding her. And she got a very interesting name that I do like as well. We got E4Eternity in the building. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. It's good to have you up here.
Thank you for having me.
You've been busy.
Yes.
I think initially we were supposed to do this last month, but with everything going on, like your schedule's been packed. What's been going on with you the last few weeks?
Well, I'm a senior in high school, and
Oh,
I go
man.
to a early college high school. So I'm trying to get my associate's degree by next May. So that's been a lot of work and college applications and stuff like that. I've just been working on school,
Okay.
and I work at a grocery store, and I do hair. So I do a lot.
So you out
I do
here,
a lot.
doing a lot. It's important that I see you trying to get that schooling in, even while you're, working on your career and everything. Is it tough juggling it? Do you ever want to be like,
Yes.
man, I just want to do this?
It's very tough. Recently, like today, I was like, yeah, one of these gonna have to, dwindle down, but I can't really do that. So I'm just have to get through it. Gotta
Okay.
get me through it.
So you're officially like your era at being a senior, like your senior year is so different than what a typical senior year of high school is gonna be. Even as an artist, I mean, I'm sure it's even more different because of the things you want to do. Um, what do you feel like it's been like the last year? I know you didn't think your senior year would be like this, but has it felt like a damper on the year, or have you felt like it's been not the same, or?
Not necessarily. I guess I haven't really like hit it yet since we haven't had, the opportunity for prom yet, which may not be and stuff
Right.
like that. But I'll probably miss things like that. But other than that, probably it's not too different. I've
Okay.
gotten used to being at home and just in my room doing work. It's still a task to do it because it's like I'm at home. Why should I be doing work? But
Right.
I'm still trying to get the hang of it, I guess so.
Okay. Your name is E for Eternity.
Mhm.
Is that stand for something? Is the E stand for something else? Is it just saying like the E is for eternity? Do people just call you E? Like, give me the origins behind
So
it.
it's basically the E stands for eternity because eternity is my name. And
Ah,
yeah, people just started to call me E, so I guess I just came up with it. E
okay.
for eternity.
Okay. So you sing, of course.
Yes.
Um, I went back and kind of like looked at your YouTube and seen some of your cover videos that you do. What were some of the artists that you like to listen to now, like nowadays? Because I saw the Frank. I thought that was
Yeah.
cool. Who are some of the artists you enjoy?
I like to listen to Summer Walker, Ari Lennox, anybody from Dreamville. I love Dreamville. Shout out to Dreamville.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, anybody from Dreamville. I listen to a lot of R&B type of slower type of music.
Mm,
So any rapper that's on that type of vibe, I listen to. Chance the Rapper, of course.
I like
And
Chance.
yeah, pretty much.
So when did you start singing yourself?
I've been singing since I was like 4 years old,
Okay.
probably. And since then, I just been singing my little heart out, I guess. My mama put me in different competitions and stuff, or she would be like, hey, you should do this. And I would do it, of course. I was in a gospel singing competition when I was like
Mm,
8 years old. I was like the youngest competitor of that.
wow.
And it really just started from then. And I've acted, I've done musical theater before. So I've always been singing.
You're all the way involved in the entertainment lane, it seems like.
Hmm.
So is that just something that, like you said, your mom had you in competitions and doing things, but Like, have you always wanted to do that as well?
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, you're gonna do this. She
Right,
always
right.
gave me the option, because she always had me in different stuff when I was younger. I was in gymnastics and
Nice.
dance and all this other stuff, and I just gravitated to musical things, singing particularly.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, have you been in like a? Well, no, I saw you in the actual studio before. I know you hit the studio. When was the
Yes.
first time that you got in the studio?
The first time I got in the studio was the summer of 2019, I believe so. It was the
Mm.
summer of 2019, and I went to the studio with my mom because she had been in the studio months prior, and I had written a song one time when she was out of town, and she was like, "Oh, so you can write songs when I'm out of town? Like, how does that work?" But yeah, I
Okay.
wrote I wrote a song, and I had a beat for it originally, but it wasn't like technically my beat. So I just recorded it just to lay it down and see how it sounded because I never recorded in the studio, and so yeah, that was the summer of 2019.
Okay. Okay. So not too long. So, you like to write songs? Is that your?
I do. I originally have written poetry. If you
I
look at
saw
my
that.
Instagram,
I
yeah,
saw that.
I started writing poetry before I started writing music. And my mom would always tell me, if you want to, you can make these into songs. Although I noticed that how I write poetry and how I write music are two different cadences. So I have
Mm.
to do it. I have to do it differently. It takes more to write music than it does to for me to write poetry. Because when I write poetry, I'm just writing out exactly what I'm feeling, like in the
Mm.
moment.
Right.
But when it's a song, I have to, formalize it in a way that other people can understand it too.
You you got a poem that I saw, and I guess it was like an older poem
Hmm.
called "Beg" or "Proud" or "Not Proud to Beg," was it?
Okay.
Like that was one of the ones where I saw like this girl be going through a lot of stuff. Like are you a big hearted person? Like do you think that's something that you've learned about yourself you can see? Because in that poem you're like, you're basically like asking for like why were you like falling for this person? It seemed
Yeah.
like and I thought that was like, man, that was pretty deep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I believe in that poem. Like I said, I write poems and I don't forget about them, but that's
Mm,
kind of my goal. Like I write it so it can
mm,
get out of my head because I'm an overthinker
mm-hmm.
and anxiety is a big thing. So I just get it out so I don't have to think about it anymore. And I guess that's the difference with music because I repeat. Sing them over and I record them, so that's the difference. But I believe in that notion. I was writing like for someone else.
Mm,
I'm a big heartfelt person. I'm very empathetic, and I feel a lot of people's emotions along with my own. So
uh,
it's like I have a big heart, and I have a big heart for everybody else. So yeah, that's
okay.
definitely who I am.
What is a E4Eternity show like? Do you have you been able to hit the stage and like what is it like when you hit the stage? Cause you talk about like anxiety, like
Hmm.
does that kick in when you hit the stage or is it like nah we it's go time?
It kicks in if it's a smaller crowd. So like right now, this
Ah,
is this is a little nerve wracking, but I'll be okay.
really?
Yeah.
Loosen up, girl. We good. You good.
Yeah, but if it's a big stage, I wear glasses, so
mm
that's why I have my glasses off right now because I
mm
can't. I can see y'all's faces, but not
Can
too
see
much.
can you see
I
me?
can see you.
All
I
right.
can
What
see you,
what is
but
that? What's this?
it's a P. No, that's a 1. That's a 9, and then
Okay.
yeah, I can
All right.
see.
We she can see y'all. She can see.
I can see. But a show for E4 Eternity looks like I was just in a production or I was just in a showcase
mm,
a few weeks back, and I had my little stool
mm.
and I just sit down and I had my cousin. He actually played the piano for me,
Oh, nice.
live action, and yeah, I'm just on my little stool just singing. I don't really stand especially if it's not like a bigger crowd, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't just want to be standing there still. So I rather
I get it.
just be sitting down, be comfortable.
Are there artists that you've like studied maybe from the past? Like maybe even like your mom. Like, is there like have you been able to see like people perform and maybe incorporate that into some of the things that you want to do? Or
Have I seen other people perform? I have, although I feel like everybody performs differently.
mm,
So I'll get to a point where I get maybe more comfortable with performing my own music, because I've
okay.
been on stage a lot, although my own music has only been like one time. So
Ah.
besides that, I'll get the hang of it.
What do your friends think of your music?
My friends love my music.
Do
They're very
they?
supportive.
Okay.
They're always reposting and they'll post and they'll tag me. They're like, "Oh, I was feeling this today. I was in my feelings today, feeling this." And my family's the same way. And my little cousin always wants to watch my videos and stuff. They're very supportive. They're very supportive.
It's good to have that support and then to be able to like recognize like who your true followers, supporters, or fans are,
That's very true.
and cater to those people as well
Hmm.
because like it's a big world. Like you don't know. Like I don't know how do you know like where your music is reached in terms of maybe where people have listened to it and you've been like, oh wow, I can't believe they know about my music or.
In different countries and stuff,
Mm,
no, I don't really look at the analytics too much because that
okay.
makes me a little nervous. But
Okay, okay. You might be with man, somebody in Japan over there bumping out to
yeah,
my music.
I
That's
guess I
nice.
should check it out, see who listening.
It'll surprise you, I tell you.
Yeah,
I
that's
tell you.
true.
E4Eternity. So we got the music video that we want to play. It's very naturistic.
Hmm.
Very nice in production. Like tell me about that day. Tell me how it went.
So the producer of the video is D Lands, and he's really talented. He's really cool. It's really dope. I actually discovered him specifically. One of my other friends did a song, and he produced his video for it. His name's Yums. Yums Awkward. Go look him.
Okay.
He's really dope. And he produced the video for it, and the idea for like a chill vibe.
Mhm.
The concept, I guess, changed throughout the day that we decided to record the video. Before then, we did have a little set plan, but then it just changed, and that's okay. That's what art
Sometimes
does.
that's the best thing.
Exactly.
Go with the
Exactly.
flow.
But yeah, it was really just the purpose was really just to have like a chill vibe on the lake, stuff like that. So
Nice, nice.
that's why we chose
Well,
it.
we want to show it to the people. So I want you to go ahead and introduce it for them. Let them know what they about to see. And then we'll
Am
be
I
right
looking
back.
at this camera?
Right there. Let them know. Talk to them.
Oh, I could have been looking the whole time. My bad. Hi, y'all. I'm e4Eternity, and you are going to be watching my first video for my first single called "In My Feelings." Hope y'all like it.
In My Feelings, E4Eternity. It's this, that, and the third interview series. We'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Honestly, I done had it. I ain't in my feelings for no reason. Can't say we ain't speaking for no reason. And how many days has it been? About a week and some change. Week and some change. Don't even bother dialing my number, because I know ain't nothing. I'll be fine just sitting here reminiscing to this grand piano. Instead of telling you my heart, I tell my pencil and these many pages drifted from our love. Oh, how did we get here? Maybe my love wasn't enough. Maybe I don't know how to love. Maybe I'm just in my feelings. Honestly, I done had enough. You know that you love me, but what's love without care? Shutting me out of your thoughts. Wonder if you still think about me. Got me all up in my feelings. Knowing I don't like feeling. Knowing you're the only one I'm feeling. These emotions I've been dealing, the same ones you be testing. To be honest with ya, I don't like all the stressing. And I ain't saying I'm done fighting for you. I ain't even saying that I'm giving up on you. But what's a war without two armies? Wish you would put your pride aside for me. Oh, hey, maybe my love wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. Maybe I just don't know how to love. Maybe I'm just in my feelings. Honestly, I done had enough.
Back in the building, this, that, and the third interview series. Steven the Dream, E for Eternity. Just watched that video for In My Feelings. Almost got in my feelings just now, but I won't. I will keep it very kosher here. Um, Eternity, or E for Eternity. You're so young.
Yeah.
It's it's interesting to hear like you be able to express yourself the way you do, especially about like your feelings about love. Like, do you have a love life now? Like, are you in love? Are you in like what's going on?
I have a boyfriend. Yes.
Okay, okay.
His name is Gio, and I'm gonna say his whole name because he get mad when I say
Nah,
that. But his name is Gio, and yeah, he's
does he
really
do
dope.
music?
He does. He's a rapper. He's very
Nice.
talented.
Have y'all been
Dolo
able to
Deuce is his name, and yes,
Dolo
we do have a song
Deuce?
together.
Okay.
It's gonna be out soon. It's gonna be out
It's
soon.
coming soon.
Yeah, it's coming
Nice, nice.
soon.
I
He's
I
dope.
like to see that.
Mhm.
What do you ever like? Cause I've seen, like I said, I was watching your YouTube videos. You got a lot of personality, So I don't know. I don't think you're as shy as you may be giving off right now, but you got a lot of personality. I was watching how before you even start singing, you kind of get into your spill. You kind of say what you're gonna say about the song.
Mhm.
Um, do you have like any siblings, or like what are you like outside of like music? Like, are you goofy? Like, maybe I should. It's probably other people in the room I could probably ask about this, but what do you think you are just away from just who is Eternity?
I'm a lot of things.
Okay.
I just came up with this saying called I'm not your average triple threat. Like I do a lot of
Ah.
stuff, and
Okay.
that's just who I am. I'm very passionate about everything that I do.
Mm.
I'm not just one specific. I don't like to put myself in categories. I don't believe that one person is meant for one job unless that's what you're called to do. That's
Mhm.
not what I'm called to do.
Mm.
I'm an activist. I
Nice.
support the black community so heavily. Black Lives Matter all day, every day,
Yes.
and I believe that I'm a lot of things. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty goofy sometimes. Most of the time, pretty goofy.
Tell me this. Your mom like is in the business as well. What's it like to have a mom? What's it like to have a momager? Mama's man. What's it like to have a momager? And even maybe if you could probably talk about it, cause like I know Ashanti's done it.
Hmm.
We've seen a lot of great artists do it, and still to this day, their mom is their manager, their dad is their manager. What's it like, maybe balancing the two? Because if she's mom in one instance, but at the same time, when it's time to get stuff done, you need somebody that's gonna be on you that way.
Yeah.
She's gonna be on even more because she, cares about you the
Hmm.
most and wants the best for you. How's it like balancing? If you could talk about it.
The balance is she's my mom, so it's
Mm.
really like she doesn't put too much on herself and she doesn't put too much on me.
Mm.
Although she understands that when it comes to like scheduling things and stuff like that, that I already have a lot of stuff going on,
Mhm.
so she'll like take on that task sometimes
That's
on her
good.
own, and she's like, hey, you gonna do this interview, you're gonna okay, we got this coming up,
Right.
and
Right.
she'll make sure to check with my schedule that's already busy because she knows it's busy. But that's really it's just an understanding.
Mm.
I'm really like my own manager in a sense,
Mhm.
and my mom. So it's both of us. We both do it. It's not a one person job at all.
I'll say it's
So
it's good to have somebody that has been through a lot of things that you probably can weed through it for you that you don't even have to deal with. Some stuff you're gonna have to deal with. Some stuff you're gonna be like, Wow, mom, why you couldn't tell me? She couldn't, because
Hmm.
there's no way to prepare you for that's just life in general.
Yeah.
So you'll have to deal with certain things, but understand that like that's very powerful to have somebody in your corner in career as well. She
Yeah.
gonna be there for you for whatever, but understand, I'm sure she got the
Yeah.
best for you. So,
And the beauty of it is that we're both technically beginning this together.
mm.
So it's just
So
fun.
there's probably things that you've been able to teach her on the other side too that like I don't know, her social media game probably on point, but I'm sure you probably know a couple things where
My game probably a little bit harder than hers.
it's a
You know
little
what I'm
harder. Okay, okay,
saying?
okay. That's oh nah, you gotta let the
She
people
still
know.
got the
You
private.
yeah, you an artist. They need to see it. They need to see it. If you wasn't doing music eternity, what do you think you'd be doing?
Teaching somewhere.
Okay,
I love children,
okay,
so I'd probably be teaching African American studies.
okay.
That's what I want to do one day. I want to go to school for music
Mm,
specifically because this is my biggest passion. And even though I'm passionate about multiple things and I put my passion towards a lot of things, music is the thing that I know is, it's really heartfelt and
mm-hmm.
it's really meaningful. It means
Nice.
a lot to me. And I feel a certain way when I make music. That's how I know it's for me.
I'm glad
So
you got that passion and that drive. It's gonna take you far. Um, wow. So this is I'll probably never. I don't know how often I get to ask this question because of your age. But how does it feel seeing how the world is going and not being able to vote?
that is it's tough.
I'm
I
sure.
have a poster in my room that says vote. I went to Alabama this past February with an African American history class,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to take a 5 day trip out there, and it was very touching. It was very informational. I learned a lot about our history being there, where
Mm-hmm.
where a lot of stuff happened, and it was very touching. Before I was already very passionate about our community, although after it put it more into action for
I
me.
bet.
And this past May or June, this past June, I believe so, I set up a march in my hometown,
Oh
and we
wow.
had marched in my city because we had my mom and I and my friends and I had did marches, that were outside of my hometown
Where you
community.
from?
I'm from Hickory, North Carolina.
Hickory shot.
Yes,
Shot at
shout out to
Hickory.
Hickory, I
Okay.
guess. But yeah, we had set up a march in Hickory because we had went to some in Charlotte and we had went to some in Newton. Although there wasn't one specifically in Hickory, and also most of the marches that I went to, they weren't set
Mm-hmm.
up by youth. They were set up by those who came before us. And
Right.
I feel like they've
Right.
already done their work. This is our world that we're coming into, so we are responsible
Wow.
for taking care of what happens.
For sure.
But not being able to vote, they need my vote. They really need my vote. So
I
it's
you
it's ratchet, but yeah, it's hard. Although I know that God's gonna work everything out, so I'm
That's
not
true.
worried about it too
That's
much.
true. And it's just good to hear that somebody at your age is even thinking about that, and it does affect you that you can make a change in the way that you're doing it. That vote isn't the end all be all, but the fact
Yeah.
that you are encouraging more people that can and trying to let your voice still be heard. I definitely love to hear that. Um, as an artist, I think you're really dope. As a person, you're really dope. I can't wait to see you shine and blossom.
Thank you.
What's next for you? Do we have a EP on the way? Are we working on more singles? Like what's next to come?
It's a lot. It's a lot in the works. It's
Okay.
an EP in the works. Emotional. It will be out soon. I don't know what soon is, although it'll be out soon.
Song.
But very next, I have a single coming out on a very popular artist's production under their
Nice.
production, and so it's just gonna be a surprise a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I do have a single coming out on there. So
Well, we'll make sure to show love over here when that does drop. You a Steelers fan?
yeah,
Oh, y'all doing all right now, ain't you?
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I peeped that. I saw the Philly. I mean the Pittsburgh love that you were showing. Okay. It was good talking to you.
You as well.
Where can the people find you?
People can find me on Instagram at e4Eternity, on YouTube at e4Eternity, on anything you got at e4Eternity. Although my Facebook
Mhm.
is ePoetry. you can find me on there.
E
So,
poetry.
yes.
Okay. Um, do we want to leave him with a little? Can we leave him with a little something, something before we get out of here?
A little something,
A little something.
something.
You
A
know,
little
you know.
something, something.
What we'll do is we'll
Yeah.
let me do a little outro real quick. We'll take
Okay.
a quick break. We'll figure out what we're gonna leave with. It might be a poem. It might be whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You
A little
know.
something.
But want to give a huge shout to creative individuals behind the scene, behind the camera. TZ LaFleur, TZ Da Vinci. Want to also give a huge shout to Trail, Silent H, taking the pictures, taking the shots. He about to take a picture of you right now. Smile for the camera right there. Boom, boom. He got you. That's how we do it. Make sure y'all give us a follow at This, That, and the Third interview series for more interviews, clips, and freestyles. Make sure y'all give me a follow at Stephen the Dream. That's STEPHENTHA Dream. We're going up all 2020. I have to say this, and I'm sorry, but it's fuck a racist, fuck coronavirus. That's just how I feel.
That's just how you feel.
That's just how I feel. Let's take a quick break. Let's see what we got. We got e4Eternity in the building. This, That, and the Third interview series. We'll be right back.
Honestly, I done had it. I ain't in my feelings for no reason. Can't say we ain't speaking for no reason. And how many days has it been? About a week and some change. Don't even bother dialing my number, because I know ain't nothing changed with you. I'll be fine just sitting here reminiscing to this grand piano, instead of telling you my heart. I tell my pencil and these many pages drifted from our love. Oh, how did we get here? Maybe my love wasn't enough. Maybe I don't know how to love. Maybe I'm just in my feelings. Honestly, I done had enough. You know that I know that you love me, but what's love without care? Shutting me out of your thoughts. Wonder if you still think about me. Got me all up in my feelings, knowing I don't like feeling, knowing you're the only one I'm feeling. These emotions I've been dealing, the same ones you be testing. To be honest with ya, I don't like all the stressing. And I ain't saying I'm done fighting for you. I ain't even saying that I'm giving up on you. But what's a war without two armies? Wish you would put your pride aside for me. Oh, hey, maybe my love wasn't enough. Maybe I just don't know how to love. Maybe I'm just in my feelings. Honestly, I done had enough.
All right, we are back in the building. This is the third interview series. I got E for Eternity about to do something nice for us. Y'all stay tuned.
You shine bright just like the sun itself. I love the way your vibe flow. I love the way it helped me to see me for better or worse. For worse or better, no matter the weather. So vibrant, your colors shine. Brighter than rainbows high. Higher than I could ever fly away. Fly with me to another. Alone together. You're never alone with me. Never lonely for too long, baby. 'Cause I'll be right back, probably around the corner, steady waiting on you to see how my intentions were never to damage. Do you see me standing all in this rain? How do you just brush off my pain? Like this jacket we wearing. I know that you're hurting, and you don't like to show it. Thank you.
E for Eternity. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Does that have a name? Is that called something?
Yes.
What's that called?
Y'all go find out soon.
Okay. I like it. This is the third interview series, E for Eternity. We'll see y'all next time.